Okay, welcome back to the fourth tutorial on using the TechAssist app and Repair Order Estimate plugin. Now, when we left off, put it right there. When we left off on the last tutorial, we were at the point where a customer will be responding to the email the service advisor sends them. Now, in that email, there will be a link to the repair order estimate for the respective customer. So let's go ahead now and let's take a quick look at the estimate, or at an estimate. Okay, here's one right here that I have pulled up. This is just a demo estimate. But remember, part of the process begins when the service advisor sends an email with a link to the estimate to the customer. So when they open their email and they click the link, they'll be taken to a repair order estimate page that looks like this one here. Okay. Now, if you recall from an earlier tutorial, the email, the customer, when they receive that, the customer, when they click on it, they can select yes or no to any additional work that has been brought to their attention by the service advisor in this particular area right here, the additional work or scheduled maintenance needed. So when they first receive this, and you'll notice, you see it says additional work is 0. So if they do select yes, then what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and change the dollar amount, add the $279.32 that was there in, and it changes the total value as well. Okay. So with that said, next, after they do that, the customer then has the option of selecting either to ask questions of the advisor, or they can accept to authorize the repairs, or alternatively they can decline the repairs. Now on the basic accept, decline, or questions reply page, there are no additional drop-down options to be selected. However, there still are 1 or 2 required fields that need to be completed by the customer on each of the option pages. So let's first take a look at the Call Me Questions page first, and we'll see. You can see that a lot of the information is pre-populated, and as we scroll down here, you'll see there are 2 fields that are required. One is the phone number, and one is an extra space for questions for the service department. If you attempt to try to submit this without filling in those 2 fields, then you will receive a prompt, an alert, or the customer will, letting them know that they need to complete this. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and attempt to submit this, and as you can see there, it says, please fill in all the required fields. Required fields are marked with a red asterisk. Okay, and as you can see, these have red asterisks. So what we'll do here is let's go ahead and put in a number. It's 800-555-1212. Most likely they'll have some type of a question. They do need to add something here, even if they write none. But let's just, in fact, I will just put none just for the sake of the this particular demo. And then I'm going to go ahead and click here. I need some answers. Okay. Now what you'll see too here is that the customer is, first thing happens is this sends an email back to the service advisor to let them know. Second thing is this message here. It says your questions about the survey repair have been submitted. Thank you for giving Czech Colvin Service Center an opportunity to service you and to repair your vehicle. We will review your questions, and so on and so forth. Now this message is only displayed for a short period of time, and then the page goes back to the way it was. The customer then has the option of either clicking the back button to go back to where they were, or they can simply exit the page. Now this, like I said, this just sent an email to the service advisor letting them know this customer had some questions. And let's go ahead and take a look next at No I Decline. And on that particular, whoops, click that. Okay, this page here is going to be very, very similar. This option page is very similar. The difference really between this one and the questions is that there is no phone number required. So that's basically the only difference. So the customer will put in their reason here. They do have to put in some type of a reason or a message. Oops. Okay. And we'll submit that. I decline the service. Again, they receive a message. The service advisor gets an email. This message is displayed on the screen for a short period of time, and then it goes back, and again, the customer has the option of clicking the back button, or they can exit the page. For this tutorial, I'm going to click the back button, and we'll go back, and we see that the other option is yes, I accept. And click yes, I accept. You'll see that now this particular page has a little bit more information on it. It really is going over all of the services that are being authorized, any additional services being recommended. Additionally, about the add-on work, you said yes, or it would say no, depending on what the customer had selected. Again, two required fields are the phone number, and then we'll put in something here. Okay, this is a great tool you have. Okay, good enough. And we're going to go ahead and select I authorize the service repairs. Just like the other two, message has been sent back. An email is sent to the service advisor letting them know that this customer is ready to have the service and repair work performed. And they also receive this complimentary message here thanking them for allowing you to do work on their vehicle for them. So that's in a nutshell how that works. What I will do though real quickly I think is probably going to be important here. Let's take a quick look at the emails, and we're going to go ahead and do a refresh here. Okay, here was the here's how these would look. Okay, there is the first one that was submitted. This was the call me I have questions, and what you're going to see here is the customer name, vehicle model, the RO number, the VIN, mileage, vehicle year. Customer has questions about the repairs that total the total amount there. Best number to reach the customer is this, and then the customer questions. Of course, I put in none there, but this is where the customer questions would be located. And then there's some specific information there that identifies the IP address of the customer that sent in the request, and information about them, and actually the URL where they sent this from. So if this were sent from somewhere else other than from that page, we would know that. Okay, so let me go back then and go back to the inbox here. The declines. Now you see that there's a little different subject line in each particular one. This one, customer questions. This is customer declines. And this one is repair order, customer acceptance and approval. So the wording is essentially the same, except for the information in it is just a little bit different. One is authorizing it, and one is declining, and one is asking questions. So that pretty much is how this part works. One other note, since this tutorial is mostly related to the email communications related to the repair order estimate, one thing that I did not mention previously in earlier tutorials about the actual RO support docs when they're submitted by the service tech is that those emails can be configured as they are in this installation to be sent to the service advisors or advisor or advisors for the team which the service advisor is a member of. And likewise, the fixed ops director or any others who need to be made aware of this activity can also be CC'd with an email at the same time with that configuration. Same as this particular setup here, the decline, the call me with questions, and the yes, I accept emails also can be submitted to a fixed ops director or to someone else CC'd at the same time. In this particular instance, we have set this up to CC them to the fixed ops director, but you know, other configurations can be made as well. So that's pretty much it. That's the fourth tutorial on the TechAssist app and the Repair Order Estimate plugin. I hope this has been helpful. If you have additional questions, do not hesitate to contact me, and I will be happy to try to help you with more tutorial assistance. Thank you.